Hello guys, welcome to another video on our Framer Motion playlist. In this particular video, we'll be checking out the setup and the installation process of making use of Framer Motion in your React application. For the purpose of this video and also this playlist, we will be using Framer Motion with a Next.js application. You could try using out React, create React app, or React Fight or some other plugin with React. But for the purpose of this video, we'll just go with Next.js. Okay, so let's go to the Next.js doc, and we're currently on the Next.js doc. Go to the installation process, how to create a new React application. Let's copy this command and open up our VS Code. Okay, so we have VS Code open up here. Let's quickly run our command. Let's create next app at latest. Yes, we need to install this. Project name is just gonna be say Framer Motion playlist. Would you like to use TypeScript? Yes. ESLint, yes. Tailwind CSS. Let's just add Tailwind CSS. We don't want to use the source folder, the directory. And we're also going to use app router to say yes for this, and this should do it. So we'll be back once this is done. Okay, our installation is done. This time around, let's open it up in VS Code. So let's move into Framer Motion playlist, and let's quickly open this up in VS Code. And so what we currently have here is just a regular React Next.js application, and this should be perfect for us to start learning about Framer Motion. Quickly close this up. And okay, so the next thing we need to do remember Next.js is just a React application, like I said earlier. So any React library you're using, you could always use Framer Motion with it, and it should work. So this is Framer Motion on the npm directory. Let's quickly just go to, it says an open source motion library for React made by Framer. It's an open source project. We can see it does all these spring keyframes, layout animation, shared layout animation, gestures. There's a lot of things involved with Framer Motion, and in this playlist you will get to experience and see how we could add animations with Framer Motions. So now let's quickly install Framer Motion in our React application. Full of VS Code, and I love using Yarn. Let's install Framer Motion in this application. That shouldn't take much time, and Framer Motion has 3 million downloads every week. That's really crazy numbers because of how popular it is and how very easy it is to use in creation of your applications or creation of adding animations across your React application. That's amazing. Installation should be done very soon. Okay, so our Framer Motion package has been installed. Let's quickly run the server for our Next.js application. So we just want to confirm if Framer Motion has been added to our application. Let's quickly hit localhost 3000. Okay, so our server is up. Let's quickly take out all these parts we don't need in our application, and you just see that real quick. Okay, so let's just remember we have the CSS installed. Let's just style a div with a height of 6, the background color of something reddish. So the reason why I'm doing this is just so we could see if Framer Motion is really installed in this application, because if you remember, we installed it through npm. Okay, so we have just one box at the center of our page, and let's quickly try adding Framer Motion or the motion components to this particular div. You don't need to understand what's happening right now. You don't need to be too worried about this, because we're going to get to all of this, and I'm just doing this for testing purposes, right? So in the next video you get to explain what this means and what's the whole property. Like, that's the whole idea of this whole playlist, right? To explain and to break down each of the concepts in using Motion as an animation library in React. So what we're just saying here is, on the initial of this particular div, it should be set to false, and it's going to animate on the x-axis by 100. Let's quickly go back to our page and let's see it. Let's refresh the page. And okay, so it's not a function. Remember, Next.js makes use of React Server components, right? So by default, all your components inside your app directory are all server components. Let's just make this client so this can run on our browser instead of on the server, and this error should go away now. Let's refresh this and see. Okay, let's take out initial force. Okay, instead of making initial force, let's try something. Let's just make initial to start on the x-axis of 0, then move to 100. So Framer Motion has been installed, and we have confirmed Framer Motion is installed, and we could add Framer Motion in this project, and that should be the end of this video. In the next video, we'll be looking at the motion component. What does it mean, and how can you use it in your React applications for trying to add animations and also add transitions and a lot of cool features that has to do with animations on your React application. Yeah, thank you.